Hey everyone, welcome back to Cracking the GRE Math Subject Test. We're on the Precalculus chapter, and this is our third question. This is an equation with some absolute values in it, and we're asked to solve for x. One way to approach this problem is just trial and error, to just try the different values of x that are offered as possible solutions. We see that there's only a few different options here: negative 1/2, 1, 2, and then all numbers greater than or equal to 1. So negative 1/2 we can try out here. Negative 1/2 plus 1, that's going to be positive 1/2, so the absolute value isn't going to do anything. And then absolute value of negative 1/2, that's positive 1/2, plus 2 times negative 1/2 minus 1, that's going to be negative 3/2. So the absolute value of that is going to be positive 3/2 equals 2 times negative 1/2, that's going to be negative 1 minus 1. Well, what do we get? The 1/2 and negative 1/2 cancel out. 2 times 3/2, that's just 3. And negative 1, that's negative 2. So this is not going to work. So we already know that negative 1/2 is not an answer, so we can cross out A, B, and D. So we're left with C and E. Well, C is 1 and 2, and E is everything that's greater than or equal to 1. So if we just check like 3, then we can, if 3 works, then C can't be the answer, and if 3 doesn't work, then E can't be the answer. So let's try 3. 3 gives us the absolute value of 4, which is 4, minus the absolute value of 3, which is 3, plus 2 times the absolute value of 2, which is 2, so that's going to be 2 times 2 is 4, equals 2 times 3 is 6, minus 1, that's going to be 5. Well, let's see, 4 and 4 is 8, minus 3 is 5, so 5 equals 5, and that's true, so our answer is E.